Welcome to Milan Dragway. Day 4. We are second place. We're about to go, but the fog gets worse. They've actually run cars, and now they've stopped because this is probably a good time for the mic with the speaker being that loud.
No, you want to mic up?
Instead of zooming into my face.
Well, we can do this later.
Yeah, so we'll try to get this in real quick while they're yapping. And that car is running. Forget it. We'll come back.
We're out.
Yep. Another very cool night here in Michigan. Got into the upper 50s. A little bit of fog out there, not quite as dramatic as yesterday. So we're just to the west of Lake Erie, kind of southwest of Michigan or of Detroit. I don't know if this will prevent us from starting at 8 o'clock today. It's roughly what, 7:05?
Yep, 85 minutes and track is hot.
All right. Theoretically, the track should be hot in 50 minutes. Our hotel still had a number of cars in it, so I'm not sure if people are banking on fog again or what. Yeah, it's a little thicker over here. That's where we're headed for the track. We'll see what happens today. The track was hot for the better part of 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and then the fog rolled in, coming from the end of the track this way. And so, as you can see, got a couple guys ready for the burnout box. Here we are in the second lane there, so probably a good 30 pair before us.
Gotta be quicker than that.
It's probably 8:45 in the morning, if I had to guess. Hopefully make a good lick, maybe get on the road early. Much to the dismay of many of my friends. Something about this event just says, if you get a good one, don't get greedy. Have some grace about it and just get out of here. So that's what we've been doing. Tomorrow, got a new master plan. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned to this video to find out how we do. Will we ever get that 8 on this trip? That's not really the goal at this point. Goal is always, of course, to finish. And if we can do well, do that as well. So right now we're in second place, and we're gonna see if we can hold on to it. right, so for the first few days of the live broadcast on Motor Trend, you can go watch this in its entirety if you like, but I thought I'd take a little piece of this out. My friends and family were starting to get frustrated with the amount of times they would kind of make fun of the color and stuff, but on this day, the guys in the broadcast booth actually, had a few more words to say about the car other than it's green. It's nice that they started to pay attention a little bit when they see this time slips up on their screen start popping up, and probably especially after day 3, we're like, it'll probably run 920, and boom, we lay it down with a 915, and that kind of shows you that the car really is capable of being right on that 8-second bump. We still have more jet we can throw at it, but again, because of the mile per hour being a concern with no parachute and the other safety equipment we need to have, a Hans device for the driver, we didn't want to, make anybody mad and try to outrace our safety rating. So check this out. I'm going to play it real quick. I'll have something for you at the end of it.
And Bob Ruppel's car purging some nitrous on the starting line, or on his way to the starting line.
A lot of purging happens when you lay your eyes on this thing. Nitrous and otherwise. Winter mint green is the legal name of this color, I believe. And Ruppel goes 937 at 147. There is not a person here that didn't know that car that was looking at it thinking, it's probably a low 9-second car.
Yeah, and the way it goes down, I was looking at it leave, and then I glanced down, the tire's dinky. It's like there's a mismatch in your perception of what should be going on.
It is a good working car. That color lulls you into a false sense of security with that thing.
So I don't know if you heard it, but I feel like I did. These guys are becoming Big Block Bob fans, and that's fine with me. More the merrier as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, they make a comment about the tire, and absolutely, this is probably one of the smaller tires in this class. You can run a 275, and you can run it on a 10-inch wheel, but I'm running a 255 on a 7-inch wheel, and the car's working pretty well. We're going to keep chipping away at that 8-second time slip. In the meantime, though, I'm looking at the time slip from this pass, and I'm not terribly thrilled with it. I feel like the 60-foot was really bad. We should be in the 130s every time with this tune-up. So we're going to go ahead and throw some fuel in it, swap out the bottle, get the pressure back up, run back to the lanes. There's no footage of any of that stuff because there's this go, go, go. So here we go. We're going to go back for a second pass in session 1. The fog thankfully gave us an opportunity to make 2 hits in that session. This will be the first day where we're making 2 hits. So let's check it out and see what we do. number 2. This is like a bracket car. I thought the 60-foot was weak the first time. This time we spin. So it's probably something with the bottle pressure, the other bottle being low maybe. It's hard to say. We don't really improve the time much, but we're going to go ahead and turn in the second run here. We're turning the car over, doing the plugs and putting the exhaust on and stuff. And I would say Milan Dragway is one of the most popular tracks for me. I had a number of guys come up to me in the pits there as we turned the car over that say they watch the channel and watch the videos. So it was awesome to visit with them and talk big blocks, hear about their projects and their cars. So that was pretty cool. I would say right now Milan stands out as the place I'd like to go back to just for that reason. The racing was mid. I mean, it was not our best time of the week. We got one more day to see if we can do something a little bit better. We're still sitting in second place. We're going to go ahead and jump on the road. There's not a lot of video of us in the pits. I think with my social media guy having to actually do something to the car, he's usually just floating around asking questions and being in my business. But when I actually put him to work, he's not as upfront in my face with the camera to get that extra content that maybe you guys like in the pits, where he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing that?" Anyway, we're going to hit the road. Let's see what happens.
This view.
Just a few miles from checkpoint number 2, we had a situation where the turn down where it meets the muffler was welded in, but, you know, kind of thicker tack welds, if you will. It wasn't welded all the way around. I thought maybe I'd save some money if I ever changed mufflers and reuse the turn down, so I didn't want to weld it all the way around. And it turns out the muffler came apart, and now we're going to have to fix it on the side of the road. Here's our quick fix along the road. The weld broke from the muffler. We had a little worm clamp. The guy came by and gave us some extra wire. We could have probably used electrical wire. I've lent out so much baling wire over the years, I just haven't replaced it. So we're gonna try and get down the road with this, see how long it lasts.
Yep. And if you're watching, guy that pulled up, helped us, thanks, greatly appreciate it. And to the other competitors who tried to pull over and help us, also appreciate the effort, if nothing else. Thank you.
officially on the home stretch here, moving toward Columbus on our way to National Trail Raceway, heading down Highway 23, I believe. Gonna head through a town called Delaware to the northeast of Columbus. The sun is setting on us. That's what these trips are all about. Seeing America, enjoying the road, hanging out with your buddies, maybe a frosty cold one if you get a chance.